Hello, my dear friends and family, Captain Starsky here. Please disregard the blocky mountings, or sorry, rocks growing behind my back, because Microsoft Flight Simulator tends to make us very, very happy sometimes. And today I have something very, very special to review, because in front of me you can see this absolutely beautiful Aeroprakt A-32 straight from Ukraine. They're also made in the United States. There is a factory for obvious reasons, right? Because we have a Russian invasion of Ukraine ongoing at this point. But our guys are building those amazing aircraft and just shipping them around the world. They have a factory in Kyiv, they have a factory in the United States, and maybe somewhere else. I have no idea. Let's check this one out. So as you can see, this is the shark livery. So today I am officially Captain Sharksky. You can refer to me like that, at least for a while. So this is 2024 native model, alright? It has all sorts of bells and whistles. It has chokes, it has removable pitot covers, engine covers, propeller covers, a lot of different things. You can remove the covers, you can remove the chokes, of course you can remove everything else from here, and besides all that, this thing goes wiggle wiggle, alright? This thing goes wiggle wiggle as well as this one. So everything works, and if you want to access the door, you gotta just click here and just click on the pilot seat. All right, so we are in the cockpit. Couple words about A-32 Vixxen. This aircraft is a light sport aircraft, so basically you cannot fly it much during the night time. It's only day VFR certified, but who cares, right? And inside you have a lot of very, very cool things. So first of all, this stuff works. This is your Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 tablet. All right. Here we have the map. Let's have a map. Why not? So this one is your GPS. You can switch between the PMS if you have it installed, or you can have the GNS 430, the default one. I don't mind. And also we have the fuel valves, all right? They are located conveniently behind our head. So this aircraft is controlled with a single lever, and it has an impressive speed of approximately 110 knots in cruise, which is really, really good for a stall aircraft, and also impressive range of 1000 gazillion kilometers, all right? So you can fly it forever. And also it has all sorts of different things that you can toggle here. You can have your aircraft covers and wheel chokes back. You can remove cabin doors. Gear accessories is basically the wheel pants, angle of attack indicator. This one, I literally have no idea how to use it. I'm not a pilot, I'm a BTR commander. Anyways, additional tablet basically toggles this one, alright. I prefer to have it. And also the tail registration if you want to go incognito, right? And what else? There are other versions. There is a version with Tundra tires. Absolutely fantastic add-on brought to you by Godfriends. The guys did amazing job. I anticipated this one so much. And fun fact is that when I bought this add-on, it was IMC over Germany, and I couldn't really fly it, so I had to wait like until the weather changed. It was kind of cringy. Anyways, we are all fans of hardcore simulation here. Let's start this bad boy. Let's turn the key. We are introducing electricity. Let's turn on the fuel pump, the standby pump, and the lanes. Let's turn on the nav lights and strobe lights, and we gotta just switch this switch and just press the button. All right, it works. It's alive. It's alive. We can also toggle the headset. All right. All right. Now I can hear my thoughts. Is it cold? Where is the temperature? Aha, avionics master, always handy. The temperature is approximately 15 degrees Celsius. All right, we don't need pitot heat. We will maybe use the cabin heat lever because I'm old, I'm getting cold all the time. And we also have like tiny windows that actually open. You can find those on all sorts of aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. They never work. Alright, this one works for real. For the first time in history, Godfriends, you receive my personal admiration. And what else? You can see that the things like kind of wobbly, alright, everything wobbles, like this stuff wobbles, even everything wobbles in this aircraft because that's exactly what you can expect in the real life, alright. And today we are departing from Echo Delta Kilo Lima. That is Leverkusen, all right, and we are going to fly westbound. I will show you something, all right, something really cool. So advisory frequency is the hell is this even? No, that's a wrong GPS. Because I don't have PMS installed, unfortunately, I had to uninstall it. Anyways, get out of here. Advisory frequency 122.43. 122.43. All right, 122.43, that's our frequency, and today we're going to fly heading, I believe, 243, all right, over here. Beautiful. Okay, let's try this bad boy. So, one thing you should know about this aircraft is that it simply doesn't stall at all, alright? It can fly forever. And believe me, I tried. 40 knots, doesn't give a damn. 30 knots, same story, because it's very good at low and slow flying. It literally won't stall whatever you do. So, today I will show you something extremely cool, alright? You're gonna love it, I'm sure. That's something that you would not expect. So, another thing why I like this aircraft is because of this stuff, the control wheel, the Werner yoke, right? It's not just some stick, that's a legit yoke right there. Love it. And of course, the view from the cabin is freaking insane. Check this out. But let's go up in the air first, alright? Okay, this is our transponder, alright? Let's turn it on. Let's also reset our altitude by pressing a magic button and announce ourselves, right? Aeroprakt A-32 Delta Mike Tango Tango Foxtrot, taxiing runway 33 for the westbound VFR departure. This is gonna be cool.
Aeroprakt Delta Mike Tango Tango Foxtrot, Leverkusen Airport, radio, runway 33 not in use. Active runway is 15, left-hand circuit, wind 140 at 9er, QNH 100 9er.
Aeroprakt Tango Tango Foxtrot, roger that, taxiing runway 15. You see, my friends, I was just a bit overconfident with the active runway. Anyways, let's just go.
Visa 698, contact Eindhoven Tower on 122.1.
1, it was there 698.
That's gonna be so cool, my friends. Frankly speaking, I think we don't even need that much of a runway because we can literally take off in the kitchen, alright? We can take off from a parking lot. This stuff doesn't require any space whatsoever. Its flaps are enormous, alright? They create a lot of drag and a lot of lift in it, if needed, or vice versa. I don't see any dudes flying there. Okay, I think we are pretty much ready to go. Let's turn on the altitude reporting and blah blah blah, the flaps, the landing lights, everything is turned on, everything works. God, those freaking rocks over there. I think that's supposed to be trees, but Microsoft Flight Simulator interpreted it in its very own specific way.
124.908 for Eurowings 5 Zulu Bravo. Good day.
Alright, let's turn our runway heading. I think we gotta go over there. And so, what is the proper technique of taking off in these aircrafts? You gotta push the throttle all the way forward. This one, alright? You gotta push it all the way forward. As soon as you start moving, count to 3, bring down 1 notch of flaps, and take off. Take off from the kitchen floor, alright? Let's see how it works.
Departure was Air 4012 2000 for 4000.
1, 2, 3,
contact.
flaps.
Maintain 13 3000.
You see? This stuff doesn't need space to take off whatsoever. It just, you can just helicopter this stuff anywhere. You can land, I don't know, like in your backyard. doesn't matter. Alright, let's retract the flaps. Set approximately, I don't know, 4800 RPM will do. And we will have a short flight. Alright, oh my god, the scenery is so good. In this place we have some occasional things like flying boulders, I don't know, flying trees. It happens sometimes. Let's get some more altitude, shall we? Because this area of Germany, and we're talking the North Rhine-Westphalen, is a bit high, alright? Like the MSL is like higher than everywhere else, if you know what I'm saying. So let's keep it around 1000. Let's trim this stuff. That's a UFO flying right there, just as I said. Hello, Casper. So this aircraft has no trim wheel. Instead, it has this tiny lever over there.
Delta Juliet, Zulu Juliet, Sierra, winds calm, runway 33 in use.
I love it. I love this place. There's a lot of buildings and structures around, a lot of houses, a lot of things to see, generally speaking. And I enjoy flying over this area. That's, by the way, Köln, my friends. Let's check it out, shall we? Why not? Because we're flying in that general direction anyways. 243 is our today's heading, and somewhere there. So according to the VFR dogmas, alright, I gotta fly just a bit higher because there's several tall objects. And one thing that makes me absolutely admire this aircraft is those giant windows. You have almost 360 degrees visibility, almost, alright? That's exactly what you were looking for if you wanted a great touring aircraft. And again, its cruise speed is like in 100 teens, right? 110, 115. That's the Köln Dome. And by the way, I went all the way up over here, 157 meters. Don't do that if you value your life, alright? Don't. Or send somebody you hate all the way upstairs. So what I wanted to show you doesn't require precise navigation, because this stuff can be seen from a very, very big distance. You will see it when you will see it. There's a bunch of pretty fields that look very tempting. I would land there 100%, but I won't. We're hardcore simmers here. We don't do crazy things, right? Right? Just sometimes, okay, I admit. And I think I can already see our target on the horizon. I can be wrong, but I think that's the thing. Yes, I think that that's the quarry that we're looking for, and I'm not sure if it's the biggest one in the world, but it's definitely some of the biggest ones in Europe. The aircraft is very easy to handle. I'm flying without any autopilot whatsoever. I really don't need it. I'm just holding the yoke with one finger, and that's completely enough. Check this out, just how huge it is. And I think it's a good opportunity to demonstrate the slow flying in this aircraft. We'll go all the way to like 3,400, for example, and we will just helicopter all the way around here. Check this out. This place is magnificent. And the coolest thing is that it looks like that in the real life. I can confirm. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of LSA. I like flying IFR sometimes. Not that I enjoy flying IFR, but sometimes you simply have no choice, because I don't fly very often, and when I do, when I continue my trip, for example, the great eastbound trip, alright? Sometimes I have to fly through bad weather and stuff like that, or at night, of course. And for example, when I fly my trusty Just Flight Piper Arrow, I know that I can do that. Of course, I will avoid the bad weather 100%. Nobody likes bad weather, but I know that I can. Alright? LSA, due to the regulations that we have in Europe, which are very different from what you guys have in the United States, for example, of course, they don't allow you to fly it at night. They don't allow you to fly it in IMC, obviously, and if you read this placard carefully, it says that you should only fly it in VMC. However, this aircraft is approved by its designer for the night flying. The only problem is that you won't be able to do that anyways. God, we were flying all this time towards this quarry, and we're not even there yet. It's just so big. It's enormous, my friends. It's hard to express the size of it, alright? It's freaking huge. Look at that. This stuff is insane. So if you take a look at these darker parts of quarry, that's basically its lowest level, alright, over there. And in the offline you can spot a bunch of those huge machines excavating stuff from it. Are we overflying it? No, we are actually overflying a military airbase right there. Hello, I'm just a tourist. It's a Ukrainian aircraft, I swear. I was just collecting mushrooms, you know. Uh, we didn't do anything wrong, officer. I believe I even see like the man pads aiming at me right there. Entschuldigung, Männer. As I said, this aircraft is a joy to fly. It can fly reasonably fast. Right now we're making 105 knots, which is in most cases is faster than, for example, Cessna 152 or Piper Tomahawk, and we are flying at 4600 RPM roughly. Alright, so it's not even the fastest cruise. We can go faster just a bit, and that will give us almost 110, 115, something like that. God friends did an impressive job with this aircraft. I love the way it handles. I love the way it flies. The characteristics are really good. So it flies reasonably fast. It flies as slow as a kite, I don't know. This stuff can just hang in the air. It doesn't care. It just doesn't fall down.
Two hours later.
Look, even though I'm diving down, it's just, it doesn't gain speed at all. It doesn't care. Look at this stuff. In fact, you don't need a lot of space to land this aircraft. You can do very tight circuits. It allows you to do whatever you like, basically. Let's turn on the landing lights. Piper Delta Mike Tango Tango Foxtrot, turning final, runway 11.
Aeroprakt Tango Tango Foxtrot, not clear what you said. Say again?
Aeroprakt Tango Tango Foxtrot, landing runway 11. It will be a midfield landing, my friends, but I don't care. Like, that amount of runway will be completely enough.
Aeroprakt Tango Tango Foxtrot, QNH 1009er. Runway in use 11, wind 130 at 9er.
I told you. Beware high-speed cable. Ah, so this stuff is probably used to launch the gliders. Guys, I don't know anything about gliders. Forgive me, but I have no idea how it works. But returning to our beautiful Aeroprakt Vixxen A-32, highly advised, alright? This stuff will make you happy. This stuff will destroy the cellulite on your rear. It will improve your health. It will charge the water with the cosmic energy. it will do all sorts of things to you, my friends. This stuff is worth buying. Go straight to the website of God France and get one for you. All right. So, with that, I wish you all a beautiful day. Fly safe, and we'll see you in the next one.